Hey friends, welcome back. I'm Jayme Lewis, and today we're checking out this Harley Benton Block-800B MKII. Say that 10 times fast. And if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that there's only one thing that I actually care about, and that is, well, what does it sound like? Now, before we get going, I just want to say a big thank you to Tomon for loaning this to me. So if you like what you hear, please click on that link in the description and you can go get one for yourself. And yes, I get a very small commission out of it. So thank you very much for helping to support this channel.
Right.
So let's just jump right in and see how this amplifier handles slap bass. We'll see what this rock bass Corvette double buck sounds like with some sculpting EQ and a pretty decent amount of the onboard compression provided by the 800B. Now, I went kind of subtle with that mid-range scoop, but I'm definitely getting more fullness thanks to the 4-band EQ and the built-in compressor. So let's bring in the rest of the track and see if it's helping at all.
You wanna go, keep running in your own race. Got a spot right here, call it first place. If it's all fun and games, then it's okay. Okay. Bring that fire. All in, we inspire. Rise up and take you higher. We take you higher.
Let's try a ballad next. Maybe something you would have heard on the radio, say in the late 1960s. I'm going to darken up the low mids and I'm going to hit the compressor a little bit less than I did last time because I still want that kind of sound to add a bounciness to this Epiphone SG bass. No, it's an Epiphone EB3. Shut up. Okay, now let's add the rest of the track and let's see if the 800B is helping me to achieve my inner Paul McCartney on this song called Everything's Gonna Be Fine by Barry Keenan.
I can't help but wonder what's happening here. What's going on with this life? When love is taboo, when I can't trust you, when it's common acceptance to cheat and to lie. But good things happen, all in good time. You'll see everything's gonna be fine.
All right, how about country music? Can we dial in a tone that would be suitable for when you play both kinds of music? Well, this next clip is from Aguilar headquarters in New York City. I was on an East Coast tour a few years ago, and I had a day off, so we went and hung out in the showroom, and they let me play basses all day. So thank you, Aguilar. I'm going to bump the low end and the low mids while killing the top end of this Ernie Ball Stingray with Aguilar Electronics. Let's see what that sounds like. Of course, let's bring in the rest of the band, and y'all can tell me in the comments if you think that the bass is just right or if I made it too dark for this song. I gotta make sure that I cover 80s power rock too. So I'm gonna add some killer low end and low mids with piercing top end to this Spectre NS Pulse 4-string bass. Now let's see what that sounds like.
Patreon, fuck yeah! Come and watch me play my motherfucking bass, yeah! Patreon, fuck yeah! I can't keep doing this if you don't think, yeah! Spotify's a joke, it's true. My smallest check comes from YouTube. So Patreon, fuck yeah! Musicians everywhere are going bankrupt. Patreon, fuck yeah! If you just watch for free, then I'm fucked. Do you really like the show? Then don't be a stingy asshole. Facebook, podcasts, videos, songs I wrote, bass lessons, I'm reviewing, isolated bass, support student artists. Fuck yeah!
And last, let's just play some modern contemporary pop rock where the bass is going to be driving the whole band with the simple repetitive chugging of a pick. Now I'm going to boost the low end a bit, cut out some of the low mids, and I'm going to crank the top end to get the pick attack to just sizzle on this M-Bass's MP4. Of course, let's bring in the rest of the band to see if the attack of that pick is slicing through the mix or not. So that's what the Harley Benton Block-800B MKII sounds like. And again, I just want to say a big thank you to Tomon for loaning this to me. And if you want to grab one for yourself or any of the gear that I demoed in this video, just click on those links in the description. And also make sure you head over to Patreon and check out my deep dive videos where I share my professional opinion about this and all of the gear that I review here on this channel. So thanks again for watching, stay well, and we'll see you next time.
Patreon, fuck yeah! Come and watch me play my motherfucking bass, yeah! Patreon, fuck yeah! I can't keep doing this if you don't think, yeah! Spotify's a joke, it's true.